Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and click that notify button, and you'll never miss a video again.
But this was, I actually thought they were going to go longer. They went 19 minutes. But, when it was over, it was like, okay, this was perfect. And I really don't, Ospreay has lost too many matches. I mean, that's 5 in a relatively short period of time. That said, I think that this was one of those matches where when it was over, it was kind of like it's okay that he lost because, you lose in a match like this and your stock goes up. And the story of the match was that, he came in weak and bloodied and he sold it. There were the times where he would, he would take stuff off of some of the hits at certain points to sell fatigue. And then at other points, he was fired up and he got a second wind, and it was really well done in that way. I mean, super, actually, just super in ways, like little things like that. I just really, and people knew going into, which helped. I mean, it helped in the sense that, like, it is very, very rare. I mean, this was when the match started. The very start of the match, when the whole crowd gets up and gives them a standing ovation before they lock up. I mean, that's like a WrestleMania main event reaction or a Tokyo Dome main event reaction. These people, they didn't pay to see Will Ospreay and Okada. They wanted to see it, but they really, they knew, and I think they knew it was possible that they would see it. But when they actually saw the two on opposite sides of the ring, they just went nuts. I mean, they'd already, and that was, that's half the battle too. Is that they already had the thing in the bag. So fantastic match, and quite frankly should have ended the show, especially because I think Kenny Omega and Okada as the close of the show, with the banner and everything, with the all in banner and everything. I think that was a better close, and you could still do the Adam Copeland thing earlier. I think that in their mind, it's probably, the world title has to go on last, which it really doesn't if you have something better. Because, quite frankly, that world title match, as far as crowd reactions go, would have been much better before. Because coming after this, they really had a good match, but they couldn't follow it. And, it was a House of Torture match, and that can get old too. But they had, I think in Tony's mind, he wanted to end the show with Adam Copeland and FTR. With the Adam Copeland return, and so that's why it went there. But I think I'd have reversed it because ending with Omega and Okada after that match, it's like, that's the end of the show. I mean, when that thing ended and they went to the main event, even I was thinking like, man, I wouldn't want to be in this position because, what are you going to do? And those guys tried; they worked really hard, but didn't get there.
Well, after the match, Daniels comes out, Chris Daniels, and he congratulates him on winning, and he says, normally I'd come out and present you with the title, but I can't because as of today, I am no longer an EVP, but this man is. So Kenny Omega's music hits, he returns, had the Continental belt, took it to the ring, gave it to Okada, they had a stare down, all-in banner right there in the background on the big screen. It was made very clear, buy your tickets now if you want to see this match in AEW. And it was a great moment. And does raise the question, why did they do that angle with Daniels on Wednesday about how he was going to be in Hangman's corner and his friend? And
then it had nothing to do with the match at all.
Absolutely nothing to do with anything.
It had nothing to do with the match.
Nor did any of Orange Cassidy or Hangman or Jay White's seconds come down either. They were nowhere to be seen. Yeah. So in hindsight, I have no idea what that had to do with anything.
Well, I mean, that's the thing with the Jay White, because the Bang Bang Club, even though they're baby faces, they're really kind of supposed to be heels to turn babyface. And it's like,
where are the guns?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, we know Juice is hurt, but where are the guns? And also, it's like, it's not like Pac and Claudio weren't interfering the entire match in Utah. So it's kind of like there was a reason for at least them to come out. And Orange is supposed to have his friends. We know Mark Briscoe was there. We know Kyle O'Reilly was there, but maybe he switched stables. We don't know because nobody said anything. But we know nobody came out. And Adam Page, it's like Daniel said that he had his back, and he didn't have his back.
Instead of suffering through the YouTube chat, click like and subscribe.